I'm Fiorluna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Botany Manor. It is a lovely game about gardening, and we're making a herbarium, a book about plants. We are doing this, we're being so clever. We just got the key to the formal garden. Formal gardens are fancy. Oh. 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 Well, this should have water in it, certainly. Oh, this is lovely. Hydrangeas! Oh, hydrangeas are so fun! They can be all sorts of different colors, and you can use them to test the acidity of your soil. Oh, this is literally what this says, doesn't it? The Flower Growing Companion, an illustrated monthly journal. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyanin, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH levels of its environment. These colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. That's true, and they can tell you the pH. They can tell you if your soil is acidic or not. Goddard's Garden Supplies. Catalog for purchase by postal order. New materials for garden pots. Terracotta, granite, to suit all gardens. Sandstone, marble, obsidian. Fancy. We're going to be growing plants in special pots. Oh. Seaweed, wood ash, guano, manure, coffee, peat. Those are all things that we can use to fertilize plants and get them to grow in different ways. I love that we can take a little break here. Oh, no time for that now. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for me war with injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran over some hard object down at the long grass near the pond. I had a brief look and I couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Yours always, Mr. Bennett. Oh, good gravy. Oh, it's military codes. A Manual of Military Engineering. Section 4, Communication. Over long distance. The method of communication over long distances must be selected according to the requirements of the scenario. If the message contains no sensitive information, or there is no enemy presence within the communication area, an open method of communication such as telegraphy may be used. If open communication is permissible, both receivers may still benefit from the abbreviation of messages. See Plate 2 for a table of commonly used military abbreviations using telegraphy and Morse code. Closed communication methods rely more upon both technology and ingenuity. In the case of secrecy or obfuscation, planning is required and both parties must have knowledge of the method of encryption used. These are all the different telegraph abbreviations and pro signs. I'm not going to read them all out, but they are all here. And we are probably going to need that later. Section 4. A brief history of long-range military communications. Ancient Greece, water telegraphy and torch telegraphy. That means they would have been like waving a light. Waves in the water, as you might expect. Ancient Rome, smoke signaling. 16th century, beacons and pigeons. 18th century, Murray shutter telegraph. 18th century, radiated telegraph. 19th century, Morse code. You guys know Morse code? If you've ever played an ARG before, you definitely got Morse code that translates to base 64 that translates to something else. Probably to an unlisted YouTube video. Because that's how ARGs be. They're getting better about it these days. And you all know 3 short, 3 long, 3 short is SOS, I'm sure. Oh, there's no more. Okay. I better not need to have Morse code. I haven't played an ARG in ages. I don't remember my Morse code good. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse, and so I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well. Jimmy! Dang it! I am gonna have to know Morse code. Ah! Oh, we didn't even check we didn't even check this thing. Oh, we can just go straight there. That's helpful. Let's see, spring dance shrub. This flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but have completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Okay. Fool's Emerald! What a fun name. A friend gifted me these seeds, so I don't know too much about them yet. Okay? Ocelette. A friend of mine found some seeds and was kind enough to let me use them for my herbarium. Well, they look like they'll be fun anyway. I forgot we could run. Oh, hello. That's the spring dance shrub, which you have no clues for at all. Oh, this is such a nice little spot. I like it. Oh, and that's down in another part of the garden that we could see earlier. Oh, we can probably unlock the door to that now. I bet if I go up here, there's a way to unlock a bunch of doors. Ah! Hello? Hello, bird? Hi, friend. That is a robin. That is, oh, I see. We're gonna use that to lure the bird other places. I get you. Yes, that was one of the doors locked from the other side. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Spring dance shrub. Anthocyanins research. Blue, violet, purple, white, pink, red. Okay. So we know our pH is from... This is neutral. Is low pH acid or base? I never remember. Soil pH seed. Oh, that's why we need the more different ones. This is a chart of granite and the different things that we put into it to make different... Okay. Okay, so that means that we can add hydrangeas, the pot catalog, pigment research, and soil research here. Is that all the clues we have? Okay. Don't know what the telegraph wants yet. Oh, that's a spot to sit. Where's the nearest duck also? I bet there's a duck hidden around here. Whoop! Who's this? Hazel. Dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I'm grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor. Since you said he cannot read a note, please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithful yours, Hazel.
Oh, that's right. Literacy was, at one point, not super duper common. Or at least it wasn't uncommon to find someone who couldn't read. That was one of the reasons Sunday schools were originally a thing. They were actual school. Who's this? Professor Thornton. Ah, yes.
Dear Miss Greene, I have recently heard of your involvement in this mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying, the blind leading the blind, does come to mind. All jests aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton.
Rude, sir! That is what we call impolite. Like, that wasn't even veiled. That was just rude. What a meanie. I'm glad I gave him a meanie man voice. Sometimes you gotta. Boathouse key. Okay. Attracting birds with color. Red flowers like the robin. Oh, we're gonna need different color flowers. Just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers. But did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows which color of flowers attracts which birds to your garden. Oh, these are lovely. Teach me how to sing. Anything else out here? Any direction to go? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's probably also related in here. If the pigment research and soil pH and stuff are here, then that is for... We need birds for some reason. Okay. Where else can we get to? Oh, wait. The back terrace. There was a spot up here, so we must be able to get to the other side of this table. Oh, but we can't move it. Rude. I love how we've piled up tables against this so we can't open it. I think it's a window, actually, so I guess that works out. There we are, and there's a fool's emerald. Oddly, it is very red, its seed. Oh!
The Library of Natural Wonders, the marble of bioluminescence. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show the chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species, or to attract pollinators or food. Scientists believe there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered.
Ooh, recent discovery. Oh, it won't let me go at recent discoveries. Luciferin. That makes me giggle because of the luciferins of Franbo. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I played through Franbo and Little Misfortune on stream. And that was a lot of fun. Chemical compounds in wildflowers. Jasmine, indole, poppy, opium, foxglove, digitoxin, fool's emerald, luciferin, daffodil, galantamine, St. John's wort, hypericin, hypericin? Well, I don't know. I don't know any of these, actually. Except for opium, obviously. Oh, but foxglove has a component in it that was, once upon a time, used to treat certain mental disorders. Oh, and in fact, Van Gogh was treated with a medication primarily derived from foxglove. There's a painting of the psychiatrist. with, with foxglove, which I think is cool. So luciferin definitely be bioluminescent. Okay. Now what about this? This really feels like it needs to have water in it. And where did we open that door? Wasn't here. Oh. It wasn't here. Oh, I don't think I came over here. Bonnet's illustrated penny paper. It was a message! Local man reports mystery signal. A gentleman farmer has reported sightings of mysterious blinking lights coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house is a tiny cave, and I walked by and noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished and nobody was there. I'm convinced what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. I'll never forget that one abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activity or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. Oh boy! Okay. We need to find that telegraph, wherever our boy put it. Jimmy, where'd you put it? The boathouse. It has a Morse code manual in it. Where's my military code book? Not in here. Wasn't up here. This is the one thing I wish that it would do. The codex in other games, the codex in other games will put the actual clue. I appreciate that this one puts the clue and where it is found. That is nice of it. But hello, it's a duck. Hi, duck. Duck. I wish to touch the duck. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's outside the formal garden. I think attention is AK. I don't remember, but I think it is. That's not Morse code, that's luciferin. Oh, hello. Sincerest greetings! Dearest Arabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the spring dance shrub that once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I've been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature to their adult stage. I wonder if the spring dance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. Thanks, Lavinia. I wonder if it is. Okay, I need the book on Morse code again, and I don't remember where I left it. I know it's around here somewheres. Heh, mower's broken. Oh, right, it was in here, wasn't it? There we are. Oh, sorry, it's K-A. Well, I was close. That's gonna be used for something later. Okay. So we need to go to the boathouse. Well, where could that be? Oh, I suppose I can just look. I'm out of doors right now. Boathouse is down there past the viewpoint, which is outside of the rose garden and the back terrace. I admit not remembering the way to the back terrace. It's not that way. Not that way. That way has the table in the way. Not this way either. So where am I if I came out the front door? That's the front door. Oh, here we are. I think I want to go through the orchard to get where I'm going. I don't know if it's faster or slower to do it that way, but that I think is where I want to go. If I remember right, that is over here. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't remember where the rose garden is offhand, but I think this way leads out into it. Or like has a way out into it. Oh yeah, this is the orangery. And then this should be back terrace. And then locked from the other side. Well, how do I get over there then? That is where I need to be. Oh! Well. I must have missed a door somewhere, or maybe I just didn't come down here. I probably missed those stairs straight up. Oh yeah, right, I looked out over this and said, wow, that's cool. As with Witness, you can wander around quite a lot. Not too far, but you can. Oh, it's pretty. I love how we've got umpteen bajillion chairs set up.
My dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interests with me. With affection, Arabella.
Ooh, the phenomena of spiritualism. Okay, so I will tell you right now, spiritualism was all the rage at the turn of the 19th and into the 20th century as well. People loved that stuff. Up to and including Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, you know, the guy, the Sherlock guy. He thought that the Sherlock books were just like a nice thing to put bread on his table. And that the spiritualism books were what was going to sort of be his legacy. He was wrong. Did you know?
The Will-o'-the-Wisp. Glowing spirit of marshes, forests, and caves. The Will-o'-the-Wisp is an eerie apparition that has long been the subject of both fear and fascination. It makes its appearance to lost travellers in dark, isolated places, and beckons them to follow with its beguiling, blinking light. Many a wanderer has followed the wisp's alluring light, across marshes or into caves, never to be seen again. Take heed, those who venture into dark places. Resist the temptation of the will-o'-wisp's shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late.
You know what? I'm willing to bet, I'm 100% willing to bet that that is a clue then that is a clue for our fancy glow flowers. If it isn't, the game will tell me. I think. What? It's not a clue at all, apparently. Okay. Well. Just neat, I guess. Ha! That's the busted lawnmower. I know what this is! Excuse me, I need to run back real quick. I know we need to go to the boathouse, but I have a better place to be. Didn't I tell you this should have water in it? Can I? Ah! I did not expect to be able to walk on those. This is definitely where we're planting that glow flare. That's actually really cool. Unrelated, or maybe a little related. You cannot actually walk on lily pads. Do not try it. You will just get wet, at best. That's so cool. Alright, now let's actually go down to the boathouse this time. I lied. I want to go see what we were painting. Because we are a painter. We're doing a really good job. Wow. I think the boathouse is one of the last areas we had that we could unlock. Oh. Cal. Oh yeah, these are the last seeds that we're planting. Short, long, and K is long, short, long. Okay, so if we were going to tap this out, we would type okay, that's what we would type. Lovely. Oh! And here we are with the ocelot. Okay, so we know everything we need to grow the forgotten flora of Fool's Emerald. Wow. Golden cylinder.
Guidelines for animal husbandry and rehabilitation for all work with animals domesticated and wild. Animal heartbeat rates given in BPM.
These are all the different beats per minute for aminals. Oh, they've even got, yeah, weren't kidding. There's wild aminals in here too. Even the red squirrel. I guess especially the red squirrel. Gray squirrels aren't native to the area. Foraging critters. Game rules. Game setup. Shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down in the center of the game board. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place the animals on the start tile. Players choose their animal by rolling the dice. The highest roller chooses first. Playing the game. Take turns to roll the dice and move your animal along the woodland path. The highest roller goes first. If you land on a food tile, pick up a food card. If your animal matches the card, you can collect the tokens specified on the food card. If you land on a gray squirrel tile, it steals all your food tokens and they must return to the board. The player who has the most food tokens in their nest at the end of the game is the winner. Woodland cards are rabbit, wood mouse, red squirrel, field cards, red squirrel, animal cards, hedgehog and mole, meadow cards, rabbit, wood mouse, mole. Oh, this is adorable. Hedgehogs are protected from predators by their coat of needles. They live in burrows in both field and woodland habitats. I love him. The North American gray squirrel is larger than the red and with smaller ears. It forages foods, but can also digest some seeds straight away. A mole! Moles live underground and they have poor vision. They find food and mates using their sense of smell and touch. Red squirrels live in the nests high above the trees. They sometimes forage food back to the nest to keep for later. Wood mice are very small and live in the woodlands, but also many other habitats including fields, parks, meadows, and gardens. Rabbits live in many habitats in burrows underground. They come above ground to graze in the morning and evening. Acorn. Collect 3 tokens. Worm. Collect 4 tokens. Ocelot seed. Collect 0 tokens. Grass. Collect 2 tokens. Pinecone. 2 tokens. Ocelot seed is 0 tokens. Why is that? It's going in here. How weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far away as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with a hook designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped up to several miles away. Dandelions have... Did I say dandelions? Dandelions, goodness. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allows them to simply be carried by the wind to a faraway location. Other plants, such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry, which birds consume and then later deposit as waste a great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nest. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. If not, it is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep. Guys, I figured it out. Okay, we know enough to grow the ocelot, but I also don't know how to produce the heartbeat it's looking for. Oh. Bought of Turton Bath, William Foley, Educational and School Material Supplies, to Lady Arabella Greene, 10th June, 1890. Classroom desk with chair, times 10. Classroom notebooks, box of 20. Chalkboard, ink, black blue box of 20. Ink, red box of 10. Writing materials, display case, teaching desk. Dear Lady Arabella, thank you for your order. As discussed, we will write again in the coming months to inform you of a delivery date for these school supplies. All the best, William Foley. Fair enough. If y'all won't do it yourselves. Blossom, sung by the Valley Quartet. Duration 40 seconds, BPM 90. Oh! I know what I'm looking for. We need a sleep. We need a red squirrel asleep. or mouse or something, but 120 is probably what we're going for. No. That's the one. Okay, where's the nearest planting section? Is it... Oh. I don't know where that goes, but it's open now. Here we are. We want to plant the ocelot. Of course it won't bloom. It needs to listen to music. We did it! We grew a flare! The ocelot's seed is picked up by small animals such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nests. Once the animals fall asleep, the ocelot depends on the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. That's a bit of a weird thing for a plant to do, but I'll allow it, I guess. Oh yeah, you can see it beating in time. Alright. Well, that's it for today, everybody. I will see you all next week for more Botany Manor, or you can come visit me tomorrow for a different puzzle game called Chance of Saint-Ar, or you can come visit me later tonight when I'll be streaming. However you choose to stop by, don't forget to say hi, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so that you can see more of this and so that other people can see it too. And I will see you all later. Thanks for playing along with me, everybody.